Thanks so much for joining me for my skincare favorites of 2024. First of all, a very happy 2025. This is posting on January 1st, 2025, so it's the first video of the year, and we are talking all about skin. Oh, before I forget, if you have not yet subscribed, I'd really appreciate it, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and for all of your support. We focus on luxury beauty and fashion here and lifestyle. We get a vlog every once in a while. The goal really is to find the best of the best, so I try out a lot of products so I can identify what works the best, and you're going to see the best of the best in skincare today. A lot of it comes from the same company, but I really do test out so many things and I end up back with the same lines. For me, it is skin first beauty. I feel like if the skin can be in as optimal condition as possible, then everything else works a lot easier. It's more fun to apply makeup when I have less skin issues to work with. And some of the things that I have been dealing with are hyperpigmentation. So I've had hyperpigmentation here for the last 10 or so years. It has improved quite a bit. As you have seen, if you go back to my videos, I spent a lot of time trying to cover these dark spots up. I also am 52, I'll be 53 in 2025. So I'm in my 50s, so well into my 50s, so I'm always looking for things that will help lift the skin, keep it nice and firm, and also maintain what I have so far. So I feel like my skin's in really nice condition. I've got combination skin, more oily in the center, more normal on the exterior, but I can also get more extreme. I can get dry on the exterior, I can get really oily in the center. So combo skin for sure. I look for ingredients that really care for my skin and pamper my skin. I really like to treat it well. I'm a skincare maximalist, so you will see a lot of products here today, but that's because I try out so many products. And if I find that specific products work better for me in very specific ways, then I will include that because I like to see what they can do, and I keep them in rotation if they work really well. So I think I add more into the rotation than I take out. So that's how I end up with so many products. But I'll be going ahead and showing you application of the products with no makeup on. You'll see the textures, how I apply them, so I hope that's helpful. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I actually just removed some makeup, and when I remove makeup, I use the Elemis Pro Cleansing Balm, and I like this because I've used this just for one-step cleansing. It emulsifies makeup really gently, so I'm not tugging at, like, especially mascara. I do use a cloth and some warm water with this to help it remove everything, but it works really nicely, really gentle on the skin, and it's a very, you can see, it's a very thick kind of consistency. Let me show you. So you can see right there how thick that consistency really is. It's very much a balm. And I will double cleanse. I like the Peter Thomas Roth gel. I've been going through different cleansing gels just to test them out, but I really still like the Peter Thomas Roth. I'll put a picture here for you. I've used that one in the past. I actually just ordered a new one. I really just wanted it because it matched the bathroom, so I'll let you know how that works. After that, I go in with a toner. So I use this Farmacy Brighten Up 3% TX8. It's a dark spot toner. Well, I use my Sheseido cotton squares with this, just like this. And it has a little dispenser, so not too much is dispensed at a time. So I like that that's controlled a little bit because I really like the Chantecaille one, but I was going through that so quickly. So this one lasts a little bit longer too for me, and I think it's because of that. It has a bit of a viscosity to it, so it's not watery per se, but it does feel like it has a little bit of viscosity. So I'll go ahead and just tone everything here. And that comes in a glass bottle as well. Then the next thing I will do, depending on morning or evening, is I have two different eye products. So this is like step one of my eye products. And I am a skincare maximalist. I love trying all of the products. I do have the privilege of trying so many products. That's why I have so many. This is how I use them. So hopefully this will help in case you don't want everything here. This is the Rose de Mai Eye Lift, and I use this one in the morning. It has this metal applicator, and it's a serum type texture. So it's, again, more fluid, and I just do this uplifted motion. It's nice and cooling because of that metal applicator. So it comes out of that little applicator there, you can see it. And I just use upward motions. I can use it up here as well to lift. So I really like this for the morning. 0.5 fluid ounces in here. And then we have this one for the evening. It's a Gold Energizing Eye Serum, and this one has a roller on it. Also very cooling and has a serum-like texture, and I use this one in the evening. So I do the same kind of thing. Feels really refreshing on the eye. And this one is also 0.5 fluid ounces. Okay, then for daytime, I still have two different eye creams here. Lifting eye cream. So these all come with little applicators, and I have them in a bowl next to everything, but I forgot to bring them. So I'm just gonna use my ring finger here, especially if you are like me and lose a lot of things, then you can also just do this. It takes the teeniest, tiniest little bit here. Let me show you the texture. So you can see there the texture of this. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and just, you can barely see it. And I've mentioned this before about Chantecaille, is that a little goes a long way, and that way I don't have to have replacements for these right away. They last a long time when I just use a little bit. Same lifting type motion. So this works really well with all of my eye concealers. Sometimes there can be interactions between skincare and makeup, but I haven't had any interaction issues with this one and my concealers. Then for the evening, it's very similar. So you can see they look very similar. Lifting here, and then this is the gold. So this is what I used for the morning, and this is what I use for the evening. These both can be used in the morning and the evening. I just like this gold line for the evening though, and then more lifting for the daytime. So that's my rationale behind using those. This is a 24 karat gold energizing eye cream. And just, oh, that's actually a lot more than I would normally use. Let me show you. You can see the texture there of the gold eye cream. There's a slightly more dense texture to this. So that's why I like it, the richness of this. You can see there. Yeah, it definitely has a denser kind of feeling to it. Same thing though, and I can go above my eyes as well. Those are the two sets of eye products that I use. Then I have two different products for my dark spots. So this one is the Dr. Idriss. It's the Major Fade Hyper Serum. And this one, I feel like, kind of like that Fenty dark spot product I used, which was actually quite effective. The packaging is just way more complicated than it needs to be, but the product is nice. So you've got to twist it like this, and then you push this down here, and then the product, you can see, oh, the product comes out here. And I use this in the daytime. Definitely holds its shape. I'm gonna show you here. So I have a dark spot here, here, and then I have a little bit of darkness right here. And I like to just work that in. I'm just so used to adding it here, although I don't really have discoloration anymore up here, but I just keep adding it there. And then I have a little bit of uneven skin tone, so I just kind of rub the excess into that. And for the evening, I've got this one, the Remedy Dark Spot. And the reason I use this in the evening is because it says evening. There's a little moon there. And this is the one by one of the doctorly doctors. And it has a pump like this. Gosh, it took me forever to, I don't know, figure this dispenser out. So this one looks yellow like this. Let me show you. So it looks like this. And I just use the teeniest, tiniest little bit. That's why I think these last a long time for me. Okay, so then I add this to my dark spots here. Well, not here, on both sides, but this is just the evening side is over here. So let that work on that spot. Same thing, I've got some discoloration, and then no discoloration starting here. And I think it's because I drive on this side, and even though I wear sunscreen, still has a little bit more exposure to any potential sun that's indirect. So then I let that settle in for a moment and let that absorb. And when I'm letting that absorb, in the evening, I'll do something with a face tool. So if I'm using this new face device, which you just go in this kind of motion, upward motions, I use this New Face Silk Crème, Firming and Brightening Silk Crème. And I like this for the evening because I have more time. But if I were going to use this in the daytime, it also does not interfere with makeup. So this one, you turn on like this, then you do upward motions like this really slowly, and it'll make a sound when you're supposed to move to a different part. So I would go up like this, and then it would beep, and then up like this, and then it would beep. So I use that. I've been using this one because this one also addresses even more than that, including even skin tone. So this zip device is the other one that I've been testing out. So I've had this for a couple years, I think, different versions of this. And this one has its own gel, which I can't find right at this moment, but I will do the same thing. So you turn this one on like this and it blinks like that and you can hear it. And when you go in upward motions like this, it vibrates and then you know to move on to another section. And it also reminds you when to go to the other side. So that's what I do for lifting tools. I also have an LED mask. I'll probably do, like in a vlog, I'll show you that one, but I have an LED mask for my face, for my décolleté, and then also my hands. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I think I have discount codes for actually maybe all of those things, but I really rely on tools like that because I don't go to any facials or med spas or anything like that. Everything I do is at home. So in the daytime, the next step is this Lifting Serum. This is by Chantecaille. This, by the way, is not sponsored by Chantecaille. They have kindly gifted me so many of these products. I have integrated them into my routine. I am kindly gifted so many skincare products by so many companies, but Chantecaille is the one I keep returning back to. I love testing out lots of different kinds of products by different brands. We find the best of the best, and Chantecaille is the one I keep returning to. So that's why there's so many Chantecaille products here. So this is a biolifting fluid. Here you go. Here's the consistency. It's a bit viscous. It's not really runny. I also forgot to mention it has this dropper. So that's how it's dispensed. And this one looks like a really big one here. This one is, I feel like it's bigger than the last one I had. 1.7 ounces or 50 milliliters. So then I take this and I just dot it on. Just a thin layer, not too much. Like that was enough for my whole face, what I just showed you. And I kind of just pat it in where I added the dark spot product, just because I don't want to move that around too much, but I'll lift, lift, lift. And then for the other side, of course, I have a gold serum as well. This is by Chantecaille, and this is their 24 karat gold serum intense. And this one also has a dropper, but it's different on the top. This one has a little, do you see what it does there? It goes down and up. And then this one looks like this. Dropper as well. It's a beautiful bottle. I love that gold color. And I don't know if you saw that, but here's what it looks like. Let me show you. It's a little bit more fluid. It doesn't keep its shape as much as the other one. And it's got like a gold appearance to it, but I like to just do the same thing. I'll pat this in. We're almost done. So I'm gonna let that settle in. While I'm doing that, I just want to show you my favorite mask. This is by Chantecaille. It is the Gold Recovery Mask. This does what it says it does. It helps my skin recover, especially for travel. I will take a little bit with me. I'll do a mask when I arrive, or I'll do this on the plane. I've done this on an overseas trip. It's really nice because once I get off the plane, my skin feels really nice versus dehydrated. So I will use this anytime my skin needs a little bit of pampering and needs some recovery. Like it is very much a balm, if not even a, I don't want to say paste, but it's almost at that consistency. So here, it's a very luxurious mask. I really enjoyed this one. I feel like I am a maximalist for skincare, but I also feel like this might be less than what I've featured in the past. Maybe. This is the Chantecaille Biolifting Cream Plus, and I use this, of course, during the day. So anything with this silver, except for this, I'm using for the daytime. So that was the Rose de Mai Eye Cream, the Lift one. So this is what it looks like inside. And again, just like all the other products, a little goes a long way. Like this is enough for my whole face. Let me put a little back because I'm only going to do half. Let me show you the texture. And here is what the texture looks like. That's absorbed nicely, so just a little bit everywhere. So not too much. But with the biolifting products, you can actually feel it kind of pulling together a bit. Oh, by the way, I did go in with this in my pocket. I did go in with this. This is the Lip Potion. I like this more as like a conditioning product. I often apply this before I do my makeup, or when I'm applying makeup for videos, I have it on my lips so that my lips are nice and moisturized for the lipstick part of the video. And that is also a Chantecaille product. This is a new to them product. It's a 24 karat gold cream intense, and I really enjoy this one. So this one, I didn't think I would love it as much. I thought I really loved the gold cream that they had previous to this. Oh, sorry, this is what it looks like inside. So the previous gold cream, or I think they still have it actually, is more actually gold looking. This one doesn't have that same appearance. It's definitely more of a cream. The other one has a little bit more balmy, but here's what it looks like. And you can really see how rich that is. I love having different types of creams that I can apply depending on how my skin is behaving. And then I just like to dot on. That's actually a lot. The part that I show you would be more than enough for my face, my whole face. So this is gonna be a lot for half of my face. Okay, and that's pretty much it for my skincare routine, AM and PM. And oh, I've also been trying out this Sweed brow serum. So when I apply this, I'll show you, I just apply it on my brows, but this is what it looks like. And I think it's a newer product to them, but I'll just apply it like this. I apply it in the evening though, not during the daytime, but I thought I would just put it on both eyebrows for now. And I cannot forget sunscreen. So I know this is a lot for sunscreen. If you have this, or if you've seen it, it is a correcting brightening moisturizer. It says multi-defense shield SPF 50 plus PA+++ by Sisley, and this one is from Europe, so that's why it has the 50 SPF designation. But this has been really nice. In fact, I wore this the other day and I just had a little powder on top and some concealer, and someone said my skin was very radiant looking, and I said it was probably this product underneath. So this is a Sisley SPF. So that's the texture. It's really elegant for an SPF product. I'm gonna work this in and then show you. And the reason I'm not putting it on my face right now is I'm going to film a video and I don't want it interfering with makeup. It does have a bit of a white cast just because it is mineral SPF, and I think that's just the nature of it, even though it's not as bad as some of the other ones. You can see here how it looks. That's really not bad. The other SPF I've been testing out is the one by Caudalie. It's SPF 50, it's also mineral, and it also says it's brightening. So that's why I wanted to try this, because that's what I like about the Sisley. It's got SPF 50, it's mineral, it's brightening. So that's why I picked this up. Now this one I have to shake up. Now this one though is not as elegant. It's very nice. It's just, that Sisley one is quite refined, and you can feel it in terms of the texture as well. It just feels smoothing on the skin. This one I think is more utilitarian. This one does the job, but not as refined as the Sisley. But here's what it looks like. It's more fluid. And then let me work that in. You can see the difference between the two products. I know the Sisley's had a minute to soak in, but this is the Sisley, and then here's the Caudalie. They're not as bad as a lot of mineral SPF products that have a lot of white cast. So I feel like this one is more skin enhancing, the Sisley, and this one does the job. Sisley over here again, and then Caudalie. And that is it for my skincare favorites. I feel like it's less than last year, maybe less than last year, but you can see it really does have a nice result. It makes makeup application so much more fun for me because I'm spending less time on trying to fix things and really enjoying the makeup process, and being able to wear no foundation has been amazing this year. Also, I go without foundation. I just put some sunscreen on, put my brows on, some mascara, and I'm good to go. I feel really comfortable with no foundation now, whereas before I didn't. And I really think it has a lot to do with taking care of my skin and really protecting it from sun damage. So for me, this definitely works, but I'd love to know what works for you. What kind of skin type do you have? What would you recommend if you have combo skin, or if you have dry skin or oily skin type? I'd love to know, because we have all kinds of different skin types here. I'd love it if you could share. I have to say, dark spots tend to be something that, if my descent, are things that I have to deal with. So let me know if you have any other solutions for that. So please leave anything that works really well for you in the comment section below. And a very, very happy new year to you. Wishing you all the best for 2025. But that is it for today's video. So please take care of each other, stay well if you enjoyed this video. If you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.